Congratulations to some of you winners out there. Today, Discover Monroe-West Monroe held its Tourism Awards Luncheon. Kendall Jones is here with the details. Kendall?
Jennifer, businesses, restaurants, and others who have played a part in economic development and tourism in the area were celebrated at the luncheon at Bayou Pointe on ULM's campus. Guests were welcomed and awarded for their contributions to tourism in Ouachita Parish this afternoon at the Discover Monroe-West Monroe Tourism Luncheon. It says sporting events, conventions, and meetings brought in more than $24 million to the Ouachita Parish economy in 2023.
Tourism is a very quiet industry. A lot of people don't recognize that we have so many visitors coming to town and how much economic impact they have within our community and what that does for our community in itself, for the municipalities as well as the people here, because those tax dollars that are generated from visitors help us all save money and help our communities improve and do better. So tourism has a great impact. It's quiet. It's very clean to the area.
Officials with Discover Monroe-West Monroe chose the winners out of a list of nominees. Craven's, a staple in South Monroe, is the winner of the Restaurant Partner Award. They are known for their wings and burgers since 2016. The owner of the restaurant, Angelique Drew, says she's proud to serve the community she grew up in.
Oh, the support is amazing. Discover Monroe-West Monroe have supported us for a couple years now as when we started the relationship, and I am actually from the area where our restaurant is. I grew up in that area and we just love the community.
Several other awards were also given out, including for Tourism Ambassador of the Year, Association Meeting Event of the Year, and Sports Volunteers of the Year. Back to you, Jennifer.